Here's how I lost myself over a period of 5 years. Within 5 years, I had lost myself. Somewhere 2020, I was so passionate about content. I used to make content and post them. I was very active on social media. And then, I got to school, I got to uni, and everything went south. I got too distracted. I was partying. I was involved with friends I shouldn't be involved with. I was mingling with people I shouldn't be mingling with. It was happening so fast, and within like a blink of an eye, boy, that was the life of the party. I was just like partying over and over, drinking myself away. You know what goes down when you start partying. You don't need me to tell you that. Sadly, as time went by and by, I just got so lost. I didn't really pay attention anymore to content. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. I was really distracted. Growing up, I was never the type of girl that got like easily distracted. So like when I got to uni and I wanted to fit in so bad, it went really hard, because I'm the type of person that when I like something or I get into something, I do it and I do it well. So I just became so focused about it. Uni really brought out the demon in me. Uni made me understand that you can be strong-headed, but things can easily get to you. Uni was like, I wouldn't say my downfall, but it was the era at which I got to discover new things about myself. I got to know how insane I could be. Eventually, I stopped creating content, and anytime I wanted to do it again, I get really, really cringed out. I'm like, what am I doing? I get really cringed out. I'm like, why am I even doing this? What would people think about me? Like, the validation got into my head. I was yearning and craving for it so bad. I was like really looking for validation. I'm like a chameleon. I could just blend to fit in so quickly when I just want to please others and I just want others to validate me. That's how I am. So the whole partying and that kind of lifestyle got into my head, and I just totally quit creating content. Something I used to be very passionate about. I just stopped it all at once. My priorities became very different. I started prioritizing unworthy things like boys, clothes, my appearance. I mean, your appearance, how you're supposed to look is a good thing, but that wasn't something I was supposed to prioritize. I started prioritizing the wrong things, and they really dealt with me. They dealt with me real good. Almost to my final year, I lost my brother, and boy, that thing broke me. I was so broken. People didn't even notice I was broken because I'd already started partying, so continuing partying and going hard wasn't really like a strange thing, because it's Ashley loves to party, and Ashley is the life of the party. No one noticed how broken I was because I was just drinking, and my friends, the people I had around me who were supposed to be my friends, didn't even tell me to my face like, Ashley, you're doing too much. They started talking amongst each other, or they started telling people things that like I was doing that they find very concerning. My friends didn't tell me that. They were just telling other people. But as time goes on, you're an adult, you need to take accountability. So that is something I wouldn't fight them on. They're just people being people, and that's fine. But losing my brother made me discover a different part of myself that I didn't even notice would even come alive, because I was dealing with the grief differently. But here's the thing, I don't want to make this whole thing about grief, because it's past and gone, and as they say, time heals all things. I don't think I am healed, it's just I have grown to learn to live with it. So let's carry on. After uni, I felt a sense of accomplishment, but I was still very empty. I felt there was something I was missing out on, and I just couldn't pin my finger on it. I just couldn't tell which particular thing that was the problem at that moment. So I just stayed there. All I did was just, I existed. I was just alive, living. I started doing my national service. I was expected to have everything figured out. I was expected to know what to do with my life, how to carry on with things, and I had no idea. I was still sharing the same room with my mom, the same bed, and most of the time I slept in my mom's couch because I couldn't sleep on the same bed with my mom. Down the line, I got myself out of the house, even though I wasn't ready yet, even though I wasn't there yet, financially, mentally, spiritually, I wasn't there, but I still decided to leave home and find myself. After leaving home, I still wanted to live the same lifestyle I was living back in uni, but I realized a part of me didn't want to keep doing this thing because it just didn't make sense. It wasn't adding up. Why do I still want to live like a child? I am growing up. I need to focus, know what I want to do with myself. I use the vitamin E, oils, capsules, oils. It's very, very good. It has been life-changing. Getting my own place and all that. Fortunately for me, I got a job at a company I used to work at before going to uni as their content creator, and I thought, since I like content creating, I'm going to feel very fulfilled by doing this. Probably it's going to give me the happiness I wanted. No, newsflash, I was still very lost and empty. I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was still working on being that content creator, but I had no sense of purpose. I had no joy. I was just there. During this period, I struggled a lot with the question, who am I? I just didn't know what I am. I felt like a fraud. I felt like I wasn't living my true personalities. I wasn't living my true self. I was becoming somebody I'm not. I just didn't know what to do. I was so confused. I kept asking myself, who am I? Who am I? Within the period of a year, I still didn't know what I wanted after moving out of the house. I was just lost, deeply and totally lost. I became torn between picking up the camera again or just continuing with the traditional life of following a career or getting a career. But I just knew deep within me I am not meant to have that official careers. I have never liked working in an office. I don't like being put in a box, but I'm stuck, and I don't know if maybe continuing the office work is for me, or maybe having a traditional career is for me. I became very, very depressed. I was still going to work, and I'm so depressed. I get very distant and quiet. I'll do my work all right, but I was very distant and quiet and all that. I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was all over the place, yet I was nowhere, and I was doing nothing. One day I was just watching my old videos, and I realized how excited I was, how happy I was just creating content. And trust me, my mom was very supportive. My mom, she's been very supportive of everything I do. She's a great mom. She's amazing. She's my mom. Today is not about her, it's about me. And I was wondering if people would even be interested in me again, or be interested in seeing my face after this long absence I had given them. And So I just had a bright idea. I started talking to myself on TikTok. I started making the videos on TikTok. I started being nice. I started going to the gym. I made sure my health was intact. I made sure my appearance was what I wanted it to be like, because you get addressed by the way you dress. I had to let go of all that lifestyle. It wasn't serving me, it wasn't serving any purpose. I had to let go of the friends that also came with it. And I'm sorry to any of my friends that are watching it. It's not like I have any issues with you. It's all me, and I just wanted to find myself. After the whole conflict and long talk with myself and the debates and all that conversation I had with myself, the internal monologue, the external monologues, all that, and the uncertainties, I just realized the distractions and all of this was just part of my growth. It's just part of my journey. It's just part of who I am. It's just part of me now. It's just somebody I needed to be to become who I want to become. I don't know if you understand it, but that was past. And I realized I have changed, and that's okay. I should allow myself to change. I should allow myself to experience new things. I should allow myself to know what I really want and what I prefer for myself. It's okay that I have changed. It's fine. Everything is going to be all right. I just needed to believe in myself again. It didn't matter if my passion for YouTube had gone and I didn't have that passion like I used to have. I didn't have that excitement like I used to have when I was doing all of that back then. It didn't matter. I just needed to document this new journey and rediscover myself. And rediscovering myself, I know it's going to be exciting because this new me is just one of one. It's just somebody I know that 2019 or 2022, 2023 or 2024, old me would just be proud of. Seeing me now, it's just somebody it looks like someone I am looking at on the phone and I admire. When I watch myself now, I'm just so happy and proud of myself now. Honestly, you don't know how much happy I am. Now I'm just happy to just rekindle everything I had let go, every passion I had let die because I was so focused about becoming someone I was never in the first place. It's just exciting. And I don't know what the future has for me, but one thing I know for certain is this new Ashley is the type of Ashley I would just sit back and say, oh my god, this is the girl I want to be. This is the girl I am so proud of becoming. Hence, I just decided to do a whole 360 change who I want to look like in the eyes of the public, change how I talk, change how I appear, I just decided to just change everything about me. I'm meant for great things. I know I am meant for bigger things. I know I am supposed to be evolving all the time, and I am evolving. So I'm going to keep my head straight and become who I've always wanted to become. And trust me, this version is the version I have cried, prayed, fasted, and hoped to see one day. And today I am seeing that version of myself. So thanks to God I didn't become all the things I was becoming, and that was very alarming. Rewrite the story. I'm super excited about it. I don't even know, this YouTube thing is so funny. I'm super excited about this new journey and this new chapter. It's just open a new page and let's rewrite this chapter, okay? Because the girl is about to discover herself too. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.